chapter closing where the sidewalks meet. The evening breeze carries a distant chime, just like watching the credits roll at the end of time. Dust particles dancing in the golden ray, washing all the struggles of the afternoon away. Everything we felt but turns to memory now, looking at the skyline taking the final bow. The colors blur together on this painted screen, living in the spaces of what could have been. Hold on to the twilight before the stars awake. Every step we're taking is a chance we take. The daylight is retreating, leaving us behind. A cell-shaded universe inside my mind. No rush to get home, let the moment stay, while the closing song slowly plays away. Street lamps flickering, trying to spark alive. We survive the battles just to finally arrive at this quiet corner of an animated world, watching how the mysteries of the night unfold. I pull my jacket tight against the cooling air, leaving every sorrow and a heavy despair right there on the pavement where the shadows blend, waiting for the message saying this is the end. But the screen doesn't fade to black just yet. There are hidden scenes we shouldn't forget. Tomorrow brings another episode to play, but I wanna linger in the dust
Clearing out the attic on a Sunday afternoon, dust floating heavy in the sunlight of the room. I found a wooden box hidden underneath the sheet, smelling like cedar and a memory bittersweet. Inside were folded pages, yellowed at the seam, holding the remnants of a forgotten dream. The handwriting cursive, elegant and thin, telling the story of where they had been. The date in the corner says 1944, a soldier sending letters from a distant shore. The paper feels fragile, ready to break, but the emotion in the words keeps my soul awake. Ink on vintage paper, defying all the years, staying with the drops of their hopes and their tears. A bridge across the decades built on words of love, guided by the stars shining far up above. Reading every sentence by the fading light, bringing the timeless devotion back to life tonight. My darling, I miss you. The second letter reads, planting our future picture like a handful of seeds. The edges are frayed and the paragraphs blur, but the depth of his passion is clear and pure. I carefully fold them and put them away, preserving the ghost of a yesterday. A heavy phone beat echoing the past, proving that true affection was built to last. Found a square of paper hiding in my drawer, smelling like the ocean and the sandy shore. The chemical reaction took a minute to dry, capturing the fire in the July sky. We were driving down the coast with the windows down, miles away from the suffocating town. You held the little camera pointing at the sun, thinking that the season had only just begun. The borders are yellow and the ink is getting pale, but I can still read the story in this paper trail. A fraction of
Walking down this narrow alley after the rain, with the gray walls hiding no forgotten pain. Water dripping slowly from the fire escape, tracing down the bricks in an irregular shape. I look down at the pavement soaking wet and cold, and find a little story that the concrete told. Two names carved deep into the hardening stone, a symbol of a promise in this twilight zone. The edges are softened by the passing of the years, washed away by seasons and 1,000 falling tears. I trace a little heart with the tip of my shoe, wondering what happened to the love they knew. Written in the asphalt, frozen in the street, a memory surviving underneath our feet. The city keeps on moving, leaving them behind, but the carving stays forever in the urban mind. A testament of passion in a world so rough, hoping that their fragile bond was strong enough. Did they walk away together when the cement dried, or did the bitter winter push their hands aside? The letters J and M are staring back at me, a mystery locked up without a missing key. The neon from the diner paints the puddle red, echoing the words that they probably said. I leave them to the shadows as I walk away, a monument to lovers from another day. Waiting for a whisper, but nothing occurs. The cathode ray tube shooting out the blue, painting the shadows with a lonely hue. Just a solitary soul in a silent space, letting the frequency wash over my face.
outsiders sleeping under heavy locks. I'm finding my religion in this plastic box. Shadows dancing wildly on the wallpaper, watching all my energy turn into vapor. No words are spoken, just the steady drum, reminding my spirit that I am alone. I changed the channel, but the static is the same. A hypnotic puzzle with a hidden name. Maybe I'm receiving signals from a distant star, or maybe I am realizing who we really are. Just particles floating in a hollow shell, underneath the power of a midnight spell.
The clouds cracked open on the avenue. I had a small umbrella, just enough for two. You stepped into my space, shivering and cold. A sudden little story waiting to unfold. I pulled out my phone in a tangled wire, hoping that the music could light a little fire. Gave you the right side, I took the left, walking through the storm, stealing every breath.
Puddles on the concrete, reflecting the street. Our footsteps aligning exactly with the beat. The city was chaotic, screaming hurricane, but we found a sanctuary walking in the rain. Tethered by a wire in the pouring skies, I could see the rhythm dancing in your eyes. The rest of the world completely disappears when the same melody is playing in our ears. A bubble of peace, while the thunder rolls above, falling into step and falling into life. Cars rushing by, splashing water on the side. We didn't even care, we were on a different ride. You showed a brush in mine with every single stride. The silent conversation that we couldn't hide. The chill phone beat matching up our pace. I saw a little smile flashing on your face. We didn't need to speak to understand the song. Feeling like we knew each other all along. If the chord unplugs, the magic might break. So we keep moving closely for each other's sake. Let the storm rage on, let the water pour. I don't want this walk to finish anymore.
shoreline is empty, the tourists are gone. We've been walking this beach since the early dawn. The sun is dipping low, we're painting up the sky. The canvas made of fire, catching in your eye. The sand beneath our feet is cooling in the breeze, listening to the whispers of the ancient seas. We stop right by the water, nowhere left to go. Bathe inside the magic of the golden glow. The silence speaks louder than the crashing tide. There is nowhere left for my feelings to hide. You step a little closer, closing up the space. The evening light reflects upon your beautiful face. Time begins to freeze as the daylight fades, trapped inside a spectrum of crimson shades. Our shadows melt together on the ocean shore, finding what my lonely heart was looking for. A gentle collision of lips in the dark, igniting the horizon with a single spark. The salt is in the air, the rhythm is slow. The universe is watching from the stars below. I pull you in closer, holding on so tight, anchored to this moment at the edge of night. The chill funk melody is playing in my mind, leaving every worry in the past behind. A promise sealed forever by the setting sun, knowing that this journey has only just begun. The skyline is shrinking in the rearview glass, leaving the concrete for the overgrown grass. The tires hit the dirt with a satisfying crunch, escaping the pressure of the daily urban punch. Out here on the edge where the maps fade to white, there are no towering buildings blocking out the light. Just a wide open highway stretching to the end, with the silent horizon as my only friend. The engine hums a lullaby, slow and deep, putting all my heavy anxieties to sleep. I roll the window down and let the rushing air tangle up in memories running through my hair. Breathing in the dust and the distant echoes, going to the places where nobody else goes. The wind in the outskirts carrying a song, telling me that out here's where I belong. No static, no sirens, no rush and no chase, just the peaceful rhythm of this empty space. To the shoulder and turn the motor down, standing in the silence, miles from the town. The crickets start to play their evening serenade, resting in the comfort of the twilight shade. I look at the stars piercing through the black, knowing that I'm never gonna hurry back. The funk beat is subtle, blending with the earth, a beautiful reminder of what freedom is worth. My footprints vanish as the waves roll in, a clean slate forming where my past had been. The salt on my skin and the chill in the cold, a silent story that the midnight told. Out on the horizon where the dark meets the sky, a boundary invisible to the human eye. I hum a low melody to match the sound of the water collide.
somehow catches you before you fall. The lunar reflection is a pathway of glass. I stand perfectly still and let the night pass. No signal, no rush, and nobody around. Just me and the gravity keeping me bound, down, 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 walking alone under the silver glow, watching the rhythm of the undertow. The water washes all the static away, erasing the noise of a crowded day. No need to rush, no promises to keep, just the moon, the sand, and the ocean deep. Finding a peace that I finally understand, with the moonlight painting the isolated sand. Reporting out the pain of they dead, and no, the keep talking of the pain of they dead, and no, the keep talking of the pain of they dead, and no, the keep talking of the pain of they dead, and no, the keep talking of
The porch light fades as I step down the street. Just the quiet rhythm of my wandering feet, leaving the glowing screens and the endless noise. Stepping out into the midnight void. The neighborhood is sleeping behind locked doors. I don't even know what I am walking for. A canopy of diamonds hanging over my head, trading all my worries for the silence instead. Every shadow stretches out along the empty road, helping me carry this invisible load. The air is crisp, the gravity feels so light, drifting like a ghost in the middle of the night. Lost in the penumbra where the edges blur, forgetting who I was and the things that were, tracing the constellations with the nameless eye. No map in my pocket, just a starry sky. A million distant suns shining down on me, finding out that having no direction sets you free. Let the thoughts just echo in the cool dark space, walking at my own solitary pace. Crunch, untangling the thoughts that were gathered in the bunch. It is funny how the darkness makes the vision clear, washing out the static and the lingering fear. A sudden breeze rustles through the sleeping trees, bringing my restless spirit right to its knees. I don't need a destination, I don't need a guide, just this open road and the quiet inside. The past is just a shadow that the moon casts down, while I walk along the borders of this silent town. The daylight demands a reason for every single move, but the midnight doesn't have anything to prove. I let my mind wide awake inside a peaceful dream. No expectations weighing on my weary chest. Just a gentle motion putting everything to rest. Lost in the penumbra where the edges blur, forgetting who I was and the things that were, tracing the constellations with a nameless sigh. No map in my pocket, just a starry sky. A million distant suns shining down on me, finding out that having no direction sets you free. Let the thoughts just echo in the cool dark space, walking at my own solitary pace. The asphalt is a ghost town at 4:45, keeping the engine running just to feel alive. Pulling under the canopy, a harsh white light, the only oasis in the desert of the night. Palms standing silent like sentinels in a row, casting long shadows in the artificial glow. I step out of the cabin and stretch my weary bones, listening to the silence and its heavy undertones. Nobody on the register, nobody on the street, just the cold concrete resting underneath my feet. The darkness is breaking at the edge of the world, purple and magenta slowly starting to uncurl. Breathing in the scent of the gasoline and dew, waiting for the morning to tear the sky in two.
Caught in the middle of the dark in the day, watching the stars quietly fading away. The fluorescent hum is a heavy lullaby, painting a contrast on the changing sky.
No rush to leave this solitary space,
Finding my anchor in a nowhere place,
standing perfectly still as the shadows withdraw.
lost in the beauty of the dawn. I just saw
holding the paper cup, a bit of black coffee. The word is waking up, but it cannot touch me. The digits on the meter ticking slow and steady. The motor is cooling down, my mind is finally ready. Just a lonely wanderer resting at the neon shrine, watching the horizon draw a burning golden line. The colors bleed together through the morning haze, snapping my spirit out of a midnight maze. A temporary shelter from the endless drive, before the sleepy highway suddenly comes alive.
there's a liminal moment suspended in the chill, when the earth holds its breath and everything is still. The night surrenders its heavy velvet crown before the blinding sun wakes up the distant town. I put the nozzle back and hear the metal click. The transition of the hour happens very quick.
Walking down a hallway that has no turning point. Every tile identical, stretching out conjoint. The walls are painted beige, the carpet damp and gray. I have been walking for an hour, or maybe it's a day. The shadows do not belong here, they fall on every side. There are no doors to open, there is nowhere left to hide. The air is thick and stale, recycling through the vent. A constant artificial hum of energy unspent.
You lose your sense of distance, you lose your sense of time. Just tracking every step across the institutional grime. The geometry is lying, the perspective starts to bend inside the sterile corridor that doesn't have an end. Trapped inside the glowing of the endless light, a wide and sterile labyrinth, awakened simulation night. The fluorescent tubes all buzzing a monotonous song, telling me that everything has been this way for long. No exit on the horizon, just a repeating frame. Walking down the corridor, forgetting my own name. Walking down the hole, walking down the hole, walking down the hole, where the hound keep going. Walking down the hole, walking down the hole.
I pass the self-same fire extinguisher on the wall, recalling how it looked an hour ago before the fall into this looping structure that mocks a human stride. With nothing out in front of me and nothing by my side, the flickering above me starts to pulse in time and space. A mechanical heartbeat in a cold and hollow place. I count my steps to anchor what is left of my routine, an analog survivor in a digital machine.
If I turn around right now, will the hallway still be there? Or is it stretching infinitely backward in despair? The electricity is eating through my fragile brain, turning every conscious thought into a sterile chain. Trapped inside the glowing of the endless light, a wide and sterile labyrinth, awaking simulation night. The fluorescent tubes are buzzing a monotonous song, telling me that everything has been this way for long. No exit on the horizon, just a repeating frame. Walking down the corridor, forgetting my own name. Walking down the hole, walking down the hole, walking down the hole, where the hound is down. Walking down the hole, walking down the hole.
The thunder rolled away behind the heavy gray divide, leaving trails of water running down the plastic slide. The air is smelling sweet with the petrichor and dirt, washing off the frantic panic and the sudden hurt. I step inside the sandbox where the mud begins to form, standing in the absolute silence after the storm. Alone the yellow swing is swaying softly in the breeze, shaking shaking off the final drops falling from the trees. The colorful equipment looks so different in the gloom, like forgotten artifacts inside an empty room. The children left in a hurry when the lightning flashed. Now the ground is soaked where the heavy raindrops crashed. Everything is painted in a melancholic hue, a temporary quiet while the world is born anew.
Rusting rainwater, resting on the monkey bars, waiting for the evening to reveal the hidden stars. Chaotic winds have finally surrendered to the peace. A solitary moment when the heavy weather ceased. Just a silent playground soaking in the afterglow, watching how the giant puddles catch the undertow. No voices echoing, no laughter in the air, just the quiet aftermath settling everywhere.
The rubber on the seesaw reflects the muted sky, a perfect little mirror for the lonely passerby. I walk across the wood chips, listening to them crush, soaking in the heavy and the meditative hush. The world was spinning wildly just a half an hour ago, but nature has a way of making everything run slow. I trace a little circle on the freezing metal pole, feeling how the isolation clarifies my soul. The carousel is stationary, dripping on the ground, a carousel of memories with nobody around. There is beauty in the empty, there is magic in the wet, a temporary canvas where the boundaries are set. The storm took all the energy and washed it down the drain, leaving us the clarity that follows in the rain. We wait for the destruction, but we rarely see the grace that lingers in the corners of an isolated place.
Rusting rainwater, resting on the monkey bars, waiting for the evening to reveal the hidden stars. The chaotic winds have finally surrendered to the peace. A solitary moment when the heavy weather ceased. Just a silent playground soaking in the afterglow, watching how the giant puddles catch the undertow. No voices echoing, no laughter in the air, just the quiet aftermath settling everywhere.
Walking down the patterned floor, the colors fading out. A century of secrets that the walls are sworn about. The burgundy and gold are turning into dusty gray. Every single footstep sinks and slowly melts away. Doors of heavy oak are standing strictly in a line. Brass numbers tarnished, losing all their original shine. A flickering wall, sconce cast a pale and yellow glow, showing me a pathway where the lonely spirits go. Not a single whisper bleeding through the wooden frames, just an endless gallery of long forgotten names. The wallpaper is peeling, revealing what is underneath. The silence in the air is sharp enough to bare its teeth. I hold my breath and listen to the building softly groan, feeling like an intruder in a world that walks alone. Trapped inside a timeless loop of velvet and of dust, a corridor of shadows and a century of rust. The heavy doors are guarding what is hiding in the dark, leaving out the wanderer to blindly miss the mark. Wandering this narrow hall without a room to claim. Every single turning point looks exactly the same. A mystery suspended in the chilling stagnant air, knowing that there is nobody but feeling someone there. Feeling someone there. Feeling someone there. I passed room 3 or dozen times or maybe more, staring at the shadows slowly creeping from the floor. The ventilation rattles with a cold metallic sigh, a ghost inside the wiring that refuses just to die. I press my hand against the wood, hoping for a sound, but only find the heavy isolation wrapped around the world. The travelers who left their luggage on this floor, they find their peace, or did they leave and lock the door? The threadbare carpet takes it all, the laughter and the pain, a solitary witness to a temporary rain. No windows to the outside, no concept of the sun. The ticking of the lobby clock says midnight just begun. A labyrinth of transit where the people never stay, but I am caught inside the web and cannot walk away. The geometry is closing in, the ceiling feeling low. A fascinating trap with absolutely nowhere left to go. Inside a timeless loop of velvet and of dust, a corridor of shadows and a century of rust. The heavy doors are guarding what is hiding in the dark, leaving out the wanderer to blindly miss the mark. Wandering this narrow hall without a room to claim. Every single turning point looks exactly the same. A mystery suspended in the chill and stagnant air, knowing that there is nobody but feeling someone there. Feeling someone there. Climbing up the narrow stairs into the heavy heat, leaving the familiar floor far beneath my feet. The air is thick with history and cedar-scented gloom. Stepping through the threshold of this suspended room. Cardboard boxes stacked up high like towers in the dark. Shadows hiding fragments of a long-forgotten spark. I pull aside a heavy tarp covered in the gray and find a plastic time machine hidden far away. Tangled wires resting like a nest of sleeping snakes, waiting for the moment that the ancient magic wakes. A rectangular gray console sitting in the silent haze, instantly transporting me to brighter, younger days. The attic feels so isolating, stripped of any sound. But inside this little box, a universe is found. Holding on to plastic in a room where time stood still, feeling all the memories creeping up to give a chill. A cartridge resting quietly beside the player too, blowing out the heavy dust to make it work anew. The lemon surroundings start to slowly fade from sight, replaced by the illusion of a glowing pixel light. Caught between the present and the past I cannot save, looking at the remnants of the childhood that I gave. Controller up, the plastic feeling warm, my thumbs remember every move since before the world was torn. Muscle memory, flashing back to summers on the floor, begging for 5 minutes just to play a little more. Now I sit completely alone beneath the slender roof, holding on to this device is a definitive proof that the magic really happened, that the battles were all fought before the complicated webs and rattled it were caught. There is no CRT screen here to plug the cables in, but my mind is booting up the screen where I begin. The save files are corrupted, the batteries are dead, but the levels are still perfectly mapped inside my head. This attic is a waiting room between the then and now. I wanna press the start button, if only I knew how. A temporary bridge across the decades in the dark, leaving a profound and nostalgic heavy mark. That I gave. The screen lit up the darkness of my quiet room, a sudden single vibration cutting through the gloom. I picked it up expecting just another daily grind, but saw a name I thought I left so far behind. 3 simple words flashing in a bright and sudden blue, asking how I am and saying that they miss me too. The ceiling felt too close, the walls began to shrink. I needed open air to breathe and time to finally think. Slipping on my jacket, stepping out into the chill, leaving my apartment while the world is sleeping still. The glowing notification burning holes into my mind, unearthing all the memories that time had gently lined with dust and distance, burying a summer long ago. Now amber is returning with a heavy sudden glow. Walking down the empty streets beneath the amber light, trying to process every feeling this isolated place. A flood of youthful innocence crashing on the shore, opening a heavy and a long forgotten door. Just a solitary wanderer caught inside a digital spark, reading your message over in the quiet of the dark. I take a left turn, walking past the corner store where we used to split a soda sitting on the floor. The pavement remembers the rhythm of our teenage feet, running from the shadows when the summer felt so sweet. I pulled the phone out of my pocket, staring at the text, wondering what is supposed to happen next. To type a message back or just leave it all unread, letting sleeping dogs lie inside my heavy head. The chill funk melody is bouncing off the urban walls, catching every tear before it finally falls. We are not the same kids who promised everything that year, but the sudden echo of your voice is crystal clear. I don't know if I am walking toward you or away, just navigating through the things we didn't say. The night is my confessionals, the street is my defense, trying to make all of these colliding feelings make some
Walking down the empty streets beneath the amber light, trying to process every feeling in the middle of the night. My heartbeat synchronizing with the heavy, heavy bass, seeing different versions of you in this isolated place. A flood of youthful innocence crashing on the shore, opening a heavy and a long forgotten door. Just a solitary wanderer caught inside a digital spark, reading your message over in the quiet of the dark. Deep inside a cardboard box, hidden on the closet floor, I found a plastic time machine behind a forgotten door. A transparent little cartridge with the faded paper sleeve, holding on to magic that is so hard to believe. Your handwriting in blue ink, slightly smudged upon the spine, listing all the underground tracks acclaimed as yours and mine. I bring it closer to my face and catch a sudden trace, a faint aroma of the perfume from a different time and place, to send a teenage innocence of cherry lip gloss in the rain, rushing through my nervous system, numbing out the adult pain. I blow the dust off the magnetic ribbon carefully, sliding it inside the vintage player just to see the heavy mechanical click of the button pressing down before the heavy analog frequencies completely drown the town. Trapped inside the wild flutter of a spinning wheel, a perfect preservation of the way we used to feel. The hissing of the audio is a ghost inside the room, bringing back the golden hours, breaking through the gloom. We wrapped our entire universe inside a plastic shell, a teenage vow of devotion that the melodies would tell. Every time the bass hits, I am 17 again, riding in the passenger seat without a worry to my name.
The first track stutters, wobbling a little out of tune, but it perfectly matches the memory of that hazy afternoon. We parked by the reservoir, watching the sun go blind, leaving the complicated rules of the boring world behind. You told me that this very song was how your heart would sound if I ever took the time to lay it out upon the ground. The tape is getting fragile now, the treble fading now, but the message in the rhythm leaves me absolutely no doubt that what we had was genuine, a fire in the cold, a story made of vinyl and a silver, never getting old.
They say that memories degrade, just like a tape in the sun, that you forget the starting line when the race is finally done.
But the music acts as a tether, pulling me through the years, bypassing all the logic and silence and the fears. Let the tape roll on until it hits the plastic can, to spend a few more minutes with my long lost friend. Vines are crawling up the sides of the crumbling towers. Clocks have stopped counting all the passing hours. I walk down the center of an overgrown avenue, where the cracks in the pavement let the wild grass through. There are no rushing cars, no frantic crowds to fight, just the quiet surrender to the fading afternoon light. A heavy blanket of dust settles on the shattered glass, watching the peaceful and solitary moments pass. Nature is reclaiming what the concrete tried to steal, leaving me alone to finally process how I feel. In the corner of my eye, a shadow starts to shift, caught inside the heavy fog where the memories drift. I see your silhouette standing by the broken door, a phantom from a life that doesn't exist anymore. Roaming through the ruins of a forgotten place, finding my closure in the empty space. Your ghost walks beside me, but you do not make a sound, the quietest companion that I ever could have found. The city is deserted, sleeping underneath the sky, but my heart is finally still, no longer asking why. Embracing the silence where our history was made, letting the heavy sorrow beautifully fade. We used to drink coffee at the diner down the street. Now the roof is caved in, completely stripped from the concrete shell, leaving just a peaceful and a solitary spell. I breathe in the air of a world that hit the pause, free from the burden of the heavy human laws. Your memory's a gentle breeze brushing on my face, not a lingering curse, but a moment full of grace. The traffic lights are bad, forever stuck on black, and for the very first time I do not wanna go back. The iron is rusting and the monuments decay. Everything we built is slowly washing away, but the love that we had is a permanent mark, glowing like a firefly in the overwhelming dark. I do not need to hold you, I just honor what we were, a beautiful illusion in the atmospheric blur. The void of the city brings a quiet to my mind, leaving the anxiety and the bit of grief behind. Roaming through the ruins of a forgotten place, finding my closure in the empty space. Your ghost walks beside me, but you do not make a sound, the quietest companion that I ever could have found. The city is deserted, sleeping underneath the sky, but my heart is finally still, no longer asking why. Embracing the silence where our history was made, letting the heavy sorrow beautifully fade.
Midnight on the clock, the streets are completely bare. A misty veil of water hanging in the chilly air. My collar pulled up tight against the gentle breeze, walking through the grid of these concrete trees. The traffic lights are blinking, shifting red to green, projecting vibrant colors on the cinematic scene. Every step I take is a rhythm in the dark, leaving behind nothing but a temporary mark. The reflections on the ground are glowing in the night, broken by my boots, stepping through the light. The city is asleep, but my mind is wide awake, following the path that the lonely spirits take. Neon puddles shining on the avenue, painting the darkness in a synthetic blue. The wind is whispering secrets down the empty lane, finding my salvation in the falling rain. No destination waiting, nowhere left to be, just a heavy baseline and the midnight city. Distant siren wails melting in the gloom, echoing softly like a ghost inside a room. The smell of wet asphalt, the metallic chill, everything around me is beautiful and still. I let the rhythm guide me drifting out of sight. A solitary wanderer wrapped inside the night. The shadows keep me company, dancing on the wall, waiting for the morning to finally break the fall. I left far behind. The screen flashes blue, then tears into a gray. Tracking lines are shaking, washing out the way. A muffled voice is speaking from the underground, trapped inside the magnetic tape wrapped around.
Rewind the tape, but the glitches remain. A distorted image of a forgotten pain. Static on the glass, heavy frequencies bleeding through the static of my memories. Watching silent ghosts moving in slow motion, lost inside a dark and analog ocean.
Says a different year. Faces so familiar, but they aren't clear. Colors bleeding outward from the edges now. Trying to decipher what went wrong and how. The audio is slipping, drifting out of phase. Wandering forever in this lo-fi maze. I hit pause to freeze you right there in the frame, but the noise takes over and erases your name.
White noise fills